Some people keep asking me why do they fail interview, even with their very good qualifications, certifications, CV, and the rest of them. These are preliminary factors why you fail interview. Number one is going for an interview unprepared. Some of you go for an interview, you don't get prepared. So most of us go for interview unprepared. You go for an interview, you don't know the topic of the interview, you don't know the name of the company you're going to the interview for, you don't even do any research about the job. Unpreparedness is one of the major factors where you fail interview. Number two is abrasive talks. If you go for an interview, do not talk abrasively, irrationally. You go for an interview, comport yourself. Sometimes you see people come for an interview, they chew gum recklessly, they blow chewing gum, chan 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 chan. In an interview, it is not proper. Another reason why you could be dismissed even without knowing in an interview is lateness. In fact, that's number one, lateness. You go behind schedule. In an interview, you should be there 15 minutes before, 30 minutes before. Get you ready, sit down, comport yourself, think, memorize. Don't just be transfixed on your phone. Pressing phone for a long time could also mean how obsessed you could be by the phone. In an interview, I don't suggest when you go there before the time you get transfixed on your phone. Poor dressing is another factor. Another factor where you could be disqualified could be poor dressing. Dressing well and dressing neat are also different. Sometimes you go for an interview, you dress so casual, so unintentional. You're going for a special position, you did not dress to reflect that position in your dressing. Of course, if I'm a manager, a prospective manager in an interview, I should dress like one. I should give them the impression I'm bringing value also through my dressing. So the way you dress is also very important. It matters in an interview. Another factor is talking very bad or negatively about your previous employer, the place you worked previously. In as much as yes, you could have had ugly, bad experience with them, does not really matter, or is not really necessary you start talking ill about your previous company, because you're already giving the current prospective employer that you're going to talk very ill about them if you leave their own business. Talking very ill and bad about a previous place of work is not necessary and could also mark you off the interview. Another factor is exaggerating your experience in an interview. Whatever experience you've had in an or you've had in the past, in an interview, you don't necessarily need to exaggerate it. Be concise. Don't exaggerate or try to give them that vibe or impression that you have been in this or that. Some of us think that it is only when we present our high-ranked position we've occupied in the past that will make our employer recruiter feel good about us. No, I've worked as a cleaner in the past. Don't be shy to say I was a cleaner, then later I was also made an office assistant, then later I was also promoted to the position of a supervisor, then I later became a manager in so date. The transition means that you were working hard. That was why you were promoted to that level. Don't be shy or be ashamed to say you have done this or that in the past, because there is no position you're expected to stay in life forever. Another way is one can fail an interview is bad body language. Some of us go for an interview, we don't engage any eye contact with the person interviewing us. You face down, you draw map, you show low confidence. It is very important in an interview to show some level of confidence in an interview, okay? Don't be overconfident, please take note. Don't be overconfident, but at least show that you know why you came and you know what you came for. Then another one is not asking question in an interview. It is very important to ask a question to show that, yes, you have interest in what you came for, or your mind is on what you came for. Ask any question. You cannot just go up in everything you were told about. Ask a question, at least. How, when, does, this, that. Questioning is very important in an interview, but don't ask unnecessary questions. Another one is body, mouth, odor. Some of us, in as much as we've told you to dress well, remember there is need for oral hygiene. So when you talk, you don't disgust the interviewer, okay? Body odor can also disgust the interviewer. Please take note of this. All these things are very important. You know, common things are not common. Little things also matter. So you smell good in an interview. It is very important, please. The other one is how you present your CV. Please, let me teach you this. If you go for an interview, you have your CV in an envelope. Do not give the CV with the envelope. Serve the CV, okay? Bring out the CV from the envelope, give it to the interviewer, serve it, okay? Avoid rough, rumple, dirty CV. Please, I've kept on saying this from time to time, okay? If you're searching for a job, make advantage of the numbers on the screen. If you're searching for qualified workers, also cue in on the contacts you are watching. Share our video for others to benefit. Thank you.